Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy, Thon, ENT. Top of the morning, y'all. Top of the top. So, yo, this is crazy. The NBA is reportedly launching an investigation into Phoenix Suns owner Robert Sarver over claims of racism, sexism, and fostering a toxic work environment. In the story published by ESPN's Baxter, Holmes, Sarver is accused of making lewd comments, excessively using the N-word, and overseeing a toxic work environment that discouraged employees, particularly lower-level employees, from taking their grievances to HR, human resources, if you don't know. Sarver is quoted in the story as saying, quote, "The level of misogyny and racism is beyond the pale. It's embarrassing as an owner." A former team executive added, "There's literally nothing you could tell me about him from a misogynistic or race standpoint that would surprise me." On Thursday, the NBA announced that it is launching an investigation into the claims. Quote, "The allegations contained in today's ESPN article are extremely serious, and we have directed the Wachtell Lipton law firm to commence a comprehensive investigation," NBA spokesperson Mike Bass said in a statement. The NBA and the WNBA remain committed to providing a respectful and inclusive workplace for all employees. Once the investigation is completed, its findings will provide the basis for any league action. Wow. While not an exhaustive list, CBS Sports listed some of the things Sarver is accused of saying and doing during his tenure as team owner. Oh my God, this list is crazy. Yo. Okay. Sarver repeatedly said the N-word in the coach's room after a loss against the Golden State Warriors in 2016. This is where the complaint starts, and the list is long. You trying to tell me in the past 60 months he been wilding and ain't nobody saying nothing? Man. Complaining that Draymond Green, who was black, said it during the game. Then Coach Earl Watson told him, you can't effing say that. Wow. At least 6 Suns employees described Sarver saying the N-word aloud when repeating something a black player had said, and telling a Suns employee that he wanted to hire Lindsey Hunter, who was black, instead of Dan Majerle, who was white, as coach in 2013. Sarver said these N-words need an N-word, according to an executive. Wow, he's wildin'. Sarver made a racially insensitive comment during Steve Nash's recruiting meeting in the summer of 2004. An executive in the room said, "We signed Steve Nash despite Robert. As the Suns tried to sign LaMarcus Aldridge in 2015, they knew that he would like to play near his children in Texas." Sarver said then that they needed to get Phoenix Arena strippers pregnant with NBA player children so the team could have an edge in recruiting. A lot of the stuff he says is to get a big reaction, a former employee said. And who's going to tell him that he can't? He speaks in threats. He likes that awkwardness. He likes people to know that he's in charge. He wants control. He wants control of every situation and every person. Wow. Pardon me. While involved in a contract dispute with Eric Bledsoe's agent, Rich Paul of Clutch Sports, Sarver threatened to fire Watson unless the coach, who was also represented by Clutch, ditched the agent. Basically, he wanted him to get rid of the agent. It's almost like an ownership thing. He wants people to call him and beg him. During Watson's first season, the coach was asked to suggest areas in which the organization could improve. When he said that the Suns could use more diversity, Sarver responded, "I don't like diversity." According to Watson, and the basketball operations employee, explaining that he believes diversity makes it more difficult for people to agree on things. A white executive called a black co-worker Carlton, a reference to the character from Fresh Prince, despite the co-worker telling him multiple times to stop doing so. According to the 2 employees, the executive jokingly told his black co-worker to do the Carlton dance. Sarver made lewd comments in all staff meetings, according to more than a dozen employees. Examples including talking about his wife performing oral sex on him and claiming that he wears extra large condoms. Women have very little value, said a woman who used to work for the team, describing how she felt when she was there. Women are possessions, and I don't think we're nowhere close to where he thinks men are. Sad, man. Wow. In the team's training room, Sarver asked former Suns employer, or player rather, Taylor Griffin, who was lifting weights, whether or not he shaved his legs. When Griffin answered in the affirmative, Sarver asked, "Do you shave your balls too?" This was during the 2009-2010 season, and according to a Suns employee, Sarver asked the same question to others over the next several years. Griffin said at the time, he took it as a joke. Looking back on it, the context of today, for a leader of a company or owner of a team to say such a thing is very inappropriate. A woman who used to work for the Suns said that after a male coworker physically assaulted her outside of the office, all the organization did was move her desk back one row. She says, "I couldn't escape. It was a joke, an absolute joke." According to the female employee, her assaulter's desk was less than 10 feet away from her. That's insane. This man has to go. A former human resources rep said, "I would say to employees seeking help, let's go take a walk, because if they see you being here, they're going to come after you." Another former human resources rep said that it was a sort of a culture complicity, which, I hated being a part of, and I hated saying that I was a part of it. Sarver told a pregnant employee that she would not be able to stay in her role coordinating the 2009 All-Star game because she would be breastfeeding and would need to be at home. According to two Suns employees, other members of the management team had to step in to rebuke the owner. It's insane. Love, life, and loyalty is the motto, man. Stay safe, stay real, and stay true. You rock with me, I rock with you. Let me know how y'all feel about that, man. NBA's coach, Robert Sarver. Racial comments, lewd comments. It's insane, man. 1.